The woman was playing a game with her husband when he suddenly passed out. No matter how hard she shook him, he did not respond. The next day she stood at the door unable to believe what had happened. To avoid responsibility, she quickly used the shoe cabinet to block the bedroom door. Later she went to the police station and reported that her husband had been missing for 2 days. But the officer simply took down her information and told her to wait for news. Meanwhile, her husband was still lying on the bed in their bedroom. She searched online for solutions but found them all too cruel. So she decided to drag him out of the bedroom to hide him. Just as she pulled him down the stairs, 2 workers arrived to check the electricity meter. Panicked, she quickly dragged him into the utility room. But to her surprise, the meter was inside the same room. Luckily, the workers paid no attention to the clutter on the floor. After calculating the bill, they left without suspicion. She then loaded him onto her motorcycle, finding a secluded and quiet spot. But the ground was as hard as iron and impossible to dig. Left with no choice, she gathered some leaves to cover him. As she was about to leave, a small dog suddenly ran over. She quickly lay down next to her husband, pretending nothing was wrong. At that moment, a neighbor walked by and asked curiously what they were doing. She hastily explained that she and her husband were connecting with nature. The neighbor hurried off to chase the dog and didn't question further. Early the next morning, on her way to work, she saw a missing person poster for her husband. She quickly got off her bike and tore it down. But as she turned around, she saw police officers holding the poster questioning a neighbor. And unfortunately, that neighbor was the same person she had encountered in the woods the day before.